Welcome to the Panic Podcast. We panic because we have no fucking idea what we are doing.
Hello and welcome to the Panic Podcast. This is in fact our first episode and I'm your host Yaaar. Joining me, we've got several lovely people. We've got Spoon, Candic and Muffin. Say hi guys.
Hello.
Morning.
And we've got several fun little points to talk about. But first, before we do any of that, how is everyone doing and what's everyone up to?
Oh, I'm about to kill a Venture right now because I'm a horrible human being.
I'm chasing my tail. That tends to be what you do when you don't know what you're doing.
Oh, got him.
What? Where's my glass?
We've got several things coming up. We're going to talk about who we are and why people should give a shit. We're talking about some of the upcoming changes. So we've got some of the changes from Team 5.0. We're also going to talk about some of the things like the new Blaze skins. We're going to talk about a PvP contest that's going on. That's apparently making big waves. We're also going to talk about the alpha clones and, why people should care about them. And, we're going to throw in a few other things here and there. So we've got someone's killing a Venture. We've got someone working out what's going on. What else we got happening?
I'm just doing some Lowsec ratting.
Lowsec ratting. Ugh.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
You got to make it somehow.
Yeah, the times in between is when Muffin gets blown up by said rats.
Now, another question I've got is, are you doing it to actually earn money, or are you doing it to bait people into PvP?
Well, a curse just came in the system, so I'm doing it for money, but might have to fight this curse.
If you happen to get PvP, you guess you'll have to fight.
Sometimes.
That sounds pretty fun. Okay, who are we, and why should people give a shit? Well, we're Panic Attack. We're a Lowsec alliance. So, for the guys who've been here for longer than I have, how would you describe Panic Attack to people who are curious about joining or have no clue who we are?
The underdogs.
We be dogs.
Yeah, we be the underdogs, dude.
We kill lots of things.
Yeah, for a small group of people, we do seem to get ourselves in a lot of fun.
We have that really good attitude about shipping down and we know how to do it. We got the FCs to do it.
But the main thing is we've got a team of very good FCs, and they do not only bring in lots of fights, but for smaller people, we seem to come out on top quite often for what we do.
Yeah, there's some pretty outside the box thinking in terms of the doctrine fleets that we form up. It's pretty good.
I've got to say, sort of the short time I've been with you guys so far, I think I've PvP'd more than I have in a longer period of time when I was playing EVE. I've been in several Lowsec alliances. I've been in Hecate Merc, been in Nullsec, all over the place. And I don't think I've had this much concentrated PvP anywhere. I was even with Mercenary Coalition. They're a great group of guys, but it was just a different kind of PvP because there's obviously sort of on deployment. This is the situation of literally you tumble out the undock and there's PvP there for you. A few jumps away, you got faction warfare space. You've got the war targets next door. There's just been so much PvP and it's crazy. I didn't really believe the guys who recruited me when they said, "Oh yeah, there's constant PvP," because it's ridiculous, but it's good. I love it.
You fit in really good with us too.
Thank
good
you.
spot. Yeah, you found a good corp. You better be coming to Vegas.
I'm going to try to come to Vegas. It literally depends if I've got the money for it, because flying to the States is really expensive from the UK.
Yeah, I understand.
Tell me about it.
So a few days ago, we went on a roam in Hecates because apparently nobody flies Hecates in fleets because apparently they're garbage, which I never heard myself, but apparently people say they are. I've not met these people, but they're apparently out there.
Those people are idiots.
They are indeed. In what other ship this size can you tackle two Thanatos and keep them both on field until they're dead?
And it's funny you mentioned Thanatos because, we got a carrier kill and we got a Vindicator and a Kronos kill as some of the highlights on this. And the roam was, two-ish hours long?
Yeah, I hopped in right at the middle because the roam started around the time I get off work over here.
And we ended up killing about 15 billion ISK in the space of a couple of hours in just T3Ds with, I think, 3 logistics frigates?
I think you had 3 or 4.
Oh, someone just war decked us.
Oh no, it's invalidated. Oh.
Oh.
What?
I'm about to die.
Oh, wow. Wait, where are you?
Ball deep in Nullsec from the looks of it.
Oh no, you're on the Spectre Fleet stuff, aren't you?
Well, that was the plan. I ain't gonna make it.
So
they're bad. They're terrible. I got away from them.
I'm doing something really embarrassing right now. I got this venture tackled, but I'm in an Arazu, and I have Yaaar drones in my bay, and I can't break them. I have to let them go.
Oh no!
Quick, drop a carry.
Oh, I was gonna say I could come help, but I have no idea where you are.
Nah, I'm gonna let them go. Yeah, I'm just gonna put fucking battle drones in my bay for this shit, because this is ridiculous.
Oh my god. So yeah, always have a whoring gun, or always have DPS drones.
Yeah, for solo hunting, yeah.
Well, it's kind of like yesterday with pointing and fast tackle and stuff. He's like, "Oh guys, I've got an Ishtar at this rogue drone site," and everyone's just going, "Oh sweet, there's an Ishtar, let's go get him." And at the same time, someone goes, "Oh, I've got a Gnosis tackled," and I was like, "Okay, let's split." Some people go for the Gnosis, some people go for the Ishtar, and as people are landing, the stranger's just like, "Oh, the Ishtar's dead, I killed it." It's like, wait, what?
No, that was Jones. That
Was it
Jones?
Jones?
That was Jones and Sada.
But yeah, like it seems we're constantly evolving what we field and how we field it, which is nice.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is one downside to the constant evolution of doctrines, though, and that is you will quite regularly find your hangar full of ships you don't take out very often. But plus side is where we do like to stick to similar ships. It's easy to refit little bits at a time.
Yeah, like normally I find I've got a few ships that I like flying around if I don't really have anything going, like if we're just going out of Rome or just kitchen sinking it. But I tend to just get ships that I never fly or I fly once. Like I'll get a few months back when I was with Merchant Coalition, we got mega navies and Max in part of their old doctrine, and literally it's a case of I bought both of those. I was like, cool, I've got the doctrine ships. And I never used them; they just sat in my hangar. I tend to fall into the trap of buying loads of doctrine ships, going, "Oh, I'm going to need this someday," and just never using it.
I do that quite regularly, but then I just fit them for max tank, go out, bait, and die in it. It's good fun.
I tend to roll in stuff like only as soon as we need it. So they'll say we're going out on a fleet, we're taking such and such with us. Go look at the contracts, pick one up, fly.
You got to play the game of how late can you get a ship sorted out for a form up.
Well, they're pretty good at keeping them supplied, so.
When baiting an enemy ship, remember to tell them you are bait, so they don't get confused and think you are actually scary. It is very helpful.
So we've got upcoming content. We've got a couple changes coming in January, which if I load up my lovely little news post about it, they're basically changing how ammunition is being loaded and unloaded. So let me read let me read the statement that they've given. So blah, blah, blah. All infantry operations moving ammunition are now done at the beginning of reloading, and the reloading timer is behaving like a reactivation timer on the module. After the infantry operations have completed, the reloading will no longer be interrupted by anything, but other things can be blocked until the timer has finished. Cloaking after reloading will no longer interfere with reloading, but a cloaked ship can still not start to reload ammunition. We are aware that this is a minor buff for probing. It is no longer possible to group or ungroup weapons while the weapons are reloading. A whole bunch of other minor bugs around reloading ammunition have been fixed as well. So, that one big thing that leaps out to me of that is that cloak ships are going to get a huge buff. Like, them stating it's a minor buff, I think is a huge understatement.
Really? You think so? I mean, what, you reload?
Well, effectively at the moment, if
cloak up while you reload?
Yeah, effectively it means if you start reloading and then you cloak up, your reload cycle obviously is interrupted, so you don't end up reloading it, which most of the time doesn't sound like a big thing. Like, it's you got your 10-second reload for projectiles and missiles, your 5 for hybrid weapons, which isn't a huge deal. But it is when you have things with longer reload times, like ancillary shield boosters and stuff like that. I think there are going to be some interesting combinations that come out of it. Things which could be quite good as well are things like Falcon pilots that are using ancillary shield booster tanks, where you can basically, ECM stuff, and if someone locks you up, you can warp off and reload while you're in warp and cloaking, so you're not just warping around the system for 60 seconds uncloaked and potentially able to be caught.
I would be hard-pressed to see the PvP advantage. To me, this strikes me more as a quality of life improvement. Just make the software less annoying, but I mean, I don't know. I guess it remains to be seen if they. Oh, I'm gonna catch this venture again. Oh my
Oh
god!
boy,
This is hilarious.
It's going to be quite good for bombers, I think, because you can now drop a bomb, reload, and then drop a cloak immediately while your bomb is reloading. So it's kind of I think it will save time, but it's a case of we'll have to see what happens. But I think it's going to be quite a big improvement to cloaking ships, but we have yet to see, the actual technical aspects of this.
I got his pod. Should I kill him? What do you guys say?
Yes, kill the pod.
All right. What's the vote?
I
Never
say
not
yes.
Kill it.
There's a
Kill
vote.
or not kill? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
I would have killed him before even asking the question. I'd have gone, he's dead. Should I have killed that pod? Nah,
Okay. The vote is to kill the pod.
Sorry, whoever you are. No hard feelings.
George Arias, rest in peace.
What else we got? We've got obviously the sad news of CCP Blaze, and in the response to that, the amazing skins they've released. Who else has bought some of those skins?
So I'm actually unfamiliar with the story of CCP Blaze.
I'm not massively familiar myself, but I know he was a member of the senior software engineers and the audio graphics team, I believe.
I think I met Blaze when I was in Vegas, actually.
Oh no shit.
I think so.
Is he retired?
No, he's passed away.
Oh, fuck. This is how much I stay up to date with current events.
Yeah, no, he passed away sadly in November. But in memory, basically, they've released a load of CCP Blaze skins, which I'm not sure if you guys have seen them, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Like, they are stunning.
All right, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, they're all gold. They got them on the...
I don't think I met Blaze. I did meet one of the devs, but it might not have been Blaze.
And we've got 3 days from today, but obviously it'll be probably 1 day from when this actually goes live, to get them. And once they're out, they can't be got again. And I believe something like the proceeds go to help his family or something. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to double check.
Yeah, it's a fundraiser to get those skins. So.
Yeah, we go. All profits from the sale of the skins be donated directly to his family on behalf of the EVE community. So I would thoroughly encourage everyone to get those skins if they can, because
Are they for sale now?
They're on sale now in the Plex store.
Well, Panic's doing Secret Santa, guys. So
In the what store?
The skin store. I can't remember the name of it.
Plex.
Is that the New Eden thing?
Yeah,
That's
New
the one.
Eden
that's the New
the
Eden
job.
store. Yeah.
So I would strongly encourage everyone to get those if they haven't already. So what else? What else do we have in the bag today? Right. So apparently there's a solo PvP contest going on. Apparently being run by F Mercury. And effectively, let me read you the submissions thing. Basically, he's rewarding videos of solo PvP or comparable shenanigans. No formal deals or special servers necessary. An entry requires a little more than posting a video link on a specially made subreddit. And effectively, the judging criteria are overall entertainment value, ballsiness, relatability, humor, music, and creativity. So basically, they don't want blingy fits going out. So they don't want like full Dead Space or Officer Fit Vindicator going out killing people. So sorry, Quicks, you're gonna have to ship down for this one.
He won't take part.
And the deadline is...
He only flies Vindicators.
Oh, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Vindicator if you go up against a lot of other people. It's just I imagine that's probably not what he's looking for. But the deadline is February the 21st next year, with winners being announced the week after. So, there's the first prize is 7 billion ISK. It's not a small prize. So, anyone going to take part in it, or?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have my head in a scotch then. Where are we?
Honestly, I can't be bothered to record my shenanigans, so. Although maybe, like, as a corp, we should submit our fucking Hecate's killing a carrier kill.
But it's not solo.
No, but comparable shenanigans?
Yeah. Maybe.
What do you reckon they'd say to, what's my Hecate worth? Like a billion-esque hero tackling 2 carriers? Because I think I've got that somewhere.
Well, they're looking for... the issue is they're looking for videos. So if we could get it on video, then that's good. But
I'm pretty sure the Hecate murder fleet was on video.
Yeah, I think so. I think Eugene was on it.
Yeah, one of our guys records like everything.
If we get that video, we should submit it as Panic and just say this is our submission.
I'm down. I say we should do it.
I'm still trying to find his Blazegun.
So keep an eye out on Reddit, people. You may be seeing one of our videos up there very shortly. Which might not be a good thing, but it's definitely going to be entertaining.
When roaming, don't forget to fly in your most expensive clone you have. You want to reward the good little boys and girls who get you on a gate with a smart bomb.
So, alpha clones. Let's talk alpha clones. Have you guys seen the update notes for the patch that went out, like a week ago or whenever it came out?
Negative.
Aha! Well, the Arms Race release, which is the big change to alpha clones and how they work in the game, has been enormous, to say the least. So, are you guys familiar with how alpha clones work at the moment?
Yeah. So, didn't the changes go live already? So now they can train up even further.
The changes have gone live, and for those who don't know, they can now fly battle cruisers, battleships, Tech 2 small and medium weapons, and cross-train to every faction.
Yeah, so they can now fly faction stuff, essentially.
God blimey, so you can actually get away with playing without paying now.
You've still got the free skill training ends when you reach 5 million skill points.
You still train a lot slower, I think, as well.
You train at half the speed, I believe. Or we train at double the speed, but they train at half the speed, but they just don't want it to look like they're being penalised.
I don't recall having my training speed doubled.
It's effectively Omega clones are referred to having double training speed, and Alphas are having regular training speed. So effectively saying there's been no change for Omegas, but we're being framed as we train twice as fast.
They should release like a premium subscription where you get 3 times.
I would pay for that. I run 2 accounts, not 10, so I would totally pay for premium training speed.
I run 8 accounts.
Guys, keep in mind.
I pay for most of them, and I don't even fucking use them.
Keep in mind, guys. There's a big gate camp right now.
Is this the Vindicator?
Yeah, the Vindicator, Onirios, Gnosis.
Yeah, they got 3 Onirises there. I was sat there in a Falcon, just looking at it, just going, I really, really want to get in and jam stuff when a fight comes this way, but I don't think anything's going to stick around and fight it.
Yeah, it's their big Saturday morning gate camp before the rest of our membership gets online and they can't camp anymore.
To be fair, we could have some fun and just sit there in Griffins, and whenever they lock something up, just bounce in and disrupt their fucking scrams just so they get away.
So basically, we go in there to, I hate to use the word, but we basically cuck them from kills.
Oh no, we go salt farming. It's a much more appealing term.
I need my waders for this then. But yeah, I would be well up for having a little play with those guys later on, assuming they're around when we actually get this thing rolling. And this actually sort of spears us on to the sort of leading on from the Alpha clones question of what does this change mean for us? Like, what do you guys see the future of EVE being with Alpha clones having more access that they have now?
Well, that'll increase PvP. I mean, one of the things that always put me off keeping an account Alpha, lack of Tech 2 equipment. It was devastating. You can't PvP efficiently without Tech 2 equipment.
No, but it's an entry for new players, which I think is needed and great. Because we need to have fresh blood in the game to keep it alive. So
the thing I found is I've been playing for about. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say we do, but the problem is how often do you see an Alpha guy come through our gate and not be Alpha fulfilled in half a second? Due to the lack of ability to use Tech 2 stabilizers.
No, most times that's due to the lack of smarts on how to stay alive. That's really what that comes down to.
Which comes with experience.
Yeah, it just comes with experience. Exactly.
Here, we got one of those guys like last night. Where is this kill? Oh, I don't have it. It was that Fleet Foon.
But the thing that the thing that I see coming from this is I've been playing for a good few years now, and I've introduced like a fair amount of friends to Eve saying, "Oh, you'll really like it. Like it's a good game," and they're like, "Oh, okay. You know, I've heard about it. I've seen it on the news. I've read about it. It does look very interesting." And they play it for a couple of weeks, and they're like, "Oh, this is all right," and then they just kind of don't really do anything because you can't do anything in the 2-week trial period. Because this is back with the old trial period,
Right.
and I think them turning around and saying you can now play the game free with access to all faction ships, and this includes pirate and faction ships as well, with good equipment, cross training. 5 minute skill points is definitely a good amount of skill points to get you doing stuff. It just gives you the ability to actually play the game and get a taste for it and decide for yourself whether the game is really for you or if it's not for you.
Well, I think new players don't really understand that in a gang with a bunch of people, you can go out with Rifters T1 fit and get kills. You can do okay if you comp your stuff properly. And if you learn how to play the game and learn how to comp your fleets, even as a 2 million SPE tune, you can do okay.
Yeah, but like sort of the thing that I think a lot of new players get wrong, and actually a lot of older players make the same mistake as well, I think, is everyone goes into Eve to do PvP and they're like, oh, if I'm not getting solo kills, I'm not doing PvP right, or I'm not doing proper PvP. So if they go around in gangs and stuff, they're like, oh, this isn't real PvP, I'm not really getting these kills, I'm just kind of a group of 5 or 6 people pressing F1. But I think that's wrong. I think if you're going out, you're having fun, you're enjoying yourself, like the Hecate Roam, you're having a blast, you're having a laugh, you're getting kills, that is true enjoyable PvP. Solo stuff is good and solo stuff is fun. I'm awful at it, I'm terrible at it, but I think it's kind of I think everyone looks at solo PvP too much as that is what PvP should be like, whereas actually small gang stuff is better in almost all the ways, actually, because you're there to enjoy it with other people, and Eve is a social game. So what do you guys think on that?
I was going to say the same thing, man. I mean, PvP is just one aspect of the game, and any aspect of the game I find frankly boring as hell. What makes the game for me, and I know a lot of other people, is the social aspect of it. I mean, I'm sat here now, and all I've done is fly around for an hour, lost, pissed, not knowing where I'm going. I'm still having fun because I'm just sat here having a crack with some good people.
I was gonna say, I think it summarizes me the other day. Like, I went out to record some content for the upcoming YouTube series I'm doing, and I was just, everyone was running away. Like, no one was sticking around for a fight, and anywhere else, I just couldn't find people. And I'm just like, where is everyone? Like, I'm going into every system. I was in an Amamaki and everything, and I was like, there's nobody here. Like, everyone's docked up, or as soon as I land, they warp off, or there's gangs of like 20 people. I'm like, where's the other little guy who's looking for a solo fight in a frigate or a destroyer or something? Where are they? And I just couldn't find anyone.
It happens like that sometimes. I go solo all the time, but when I go solo, I go in something small, and I do enjoy going solo quite a bit. It's just it's a lot harder because you gotta really know what to look for. Pick your fights more, But I go for it when I go out solo. I go for this big kills with the small ships. Like, I'm looking to kill a Talos with a Garmer, or something of that sort. Like, and it's the challenge is really there, because this game it's not really a solo game. As much as you want leave that it is, it's not. There's always going to be more than one person there. Like that Vexor Navy issue last night. Once I killed him, they were ready to kill me. Like, he brought all his friends, like tried to gate camp me in. I had to get away. Like, it was tough. And I mean, that solo turned into a gang fight against one really, really fast, like instantly.
There's no such thing as a fair fight in Eve. Like,
no, it doesn't exist.
You got to put that assumption away. Yeah. I mean, once in a while you get a good fight, you get a good 1v1 or something, or if you arrange something and the person actually honors it. But like, for the most part, yeah.
If you're having problems with pesky balanced Legion ships, the tactic to beat them is simple. Recruit them or drop carriers. Very effective. Much success.
This is going to be a bit of an interesting question, because there are a lot of different views on it. What would you guys say towards the statement that Lowsec is dead for PvP? What would you say to that statement?
I'd say you have to take a drink But no, it's not dead.
I would simply say go sit in Lowsec for a month and then tell me that again.
I've done pretty much everything there is to do in this game. I've been in Goons. Been out in Null doing the Null Bear shit. I've been in Wormhole Space, and for me, like if you like fighting people, Lowsec is where it's at. There's lots of small gang stuff. You can always find a fight.
Because
if you can't find a fight, just head to Amamaki.
Because the issue is, you got in Nullsec, you've got obviously the huge Solve War, so you are literally just one person in hundreds or even thousands. So I hate to use the term you're making a difference or you're not making a difference, but it's very hard to not think about that when you're in these fleets of like hundreds of people who you may only know like a handful of them, and you're like, oh cool, I'm just another Macarial in this big fleet of Macarials. High sec, if you've got the Merc stuff, you're basically sat outside a station waiting for people to undock from Jitter or something like that, which is, I guess some people find that fun, but I just know I'd rather shoot something that is going to fight back and actually potentially kill me, because that's the enjoyment of PvP. That's the the adrenaline, the oh god I'm going to die, or oh god I've misjudged this situation, not just the haha I killed that industrial ship with my tornado, I am true elite at PvP. And then Lowsec, you actually get that. You actually get the roam around in a frigate or roam around in a small gang, and then suddenly a bigger gang turns up and you're like, oh, do we fight it or do we go? What? And like Wormhole Space is Wormhole Space is weird. I can't quite decide what it's like, because it feels closer to Nullsec than Lowsec, but you get a bit of everything. But it's too inconsistent.
I always thought of it as a bowl lake. I'm gonna go here. Oh no, I haven't. I've got to scan a fucking anomaly down. I want to sell some stuff. Oh wait, I've got to spend an hour scanning an anomaly down. What a bowl lake! Oh fuck that shit, man. I want to shoot something. Where do I go? Fucking Lowsec. There you fucking go. Job done.
Wormholing from because I've been in Scary Wormhole People for a couple of years, a while ago now, and good group of guys, really fun co-op. But the issue I had is wormholes don't lean towards the ability for just undocking and there is content there. You have to look for content. You have to really get yourself out there, which for some people they can do. I'm not one of those people. I have the attention span of a spoon. And I like to be able to just undock and just go, I'm going to go to this system and see if I can find stuff on the way. And I don't want to have to scan my way out. I don't want to have to check that the path is clear. I want to be able to just like go for it. And if I get hit by a gate camp, well, that's my own damn fault for not scouting. And sort of stuff like that.
But I can honestly say nobody hates wormholes more in Eve than fucking me. Well, was it maybe a month ago? I paid 2 people a billion-esque to get my fucking shit out of Lowsec. I couldn't find a wormhole. It takes me like 5 hours to scan down an easy one, and then it led to fucking nowhere, and it was just like, right, that's it, billion-esque to whoever gets me out of it. And end of the day, 2 people got a billion-esque.
I like the look of the new scanner. It looks really cool, and it's really nice seeing what you're scanning. But my god, I miss the old scanning window and how simple it was. Can we just have that back? Like, I know you can get rid of the solar system view, and you can just get the D-scan window. But come on, it took a lot of effort for me to work that out, and I'm not a very smart person, and that was really difficult. Now,
I've been playing this game since like 06. I didn't even know there was a scanning page until 2 years ago.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
That's how much I hate scanning.
So that explains why you could never see things coming for you.
Oh no, I always see stuff coming for me, always. I'm also very good at finding people. I just don't scan very much.
Right, for someone, okay, I can never find people to kill. The people I find, they run away from me, and I'm a Svipple, so I'm not a big scary target. But like frigates obviously run away because T3G. But like, how do you guys find things to kill in solo PvP? Tell me your secrets, because I don't know.
I just have a place a route that I'd go through in Metropolis, and if I find something, I find something. If I don't, well, I don't. It's luck of the draw, really, is what it really comes down to.
I just kill neutrals in the space that we own. They come through all the goddamn time.
I guess I got shitty luck then.
I see the way I did it was slap F10. From there, you can see the most recent kills and how many ships have been destroyed in varying areas, and you can adjust your destination route there through those systems. You find a system that's had 4 ships destroyed in the last hour, the next one might have 7, the next one might have 10. When you get to those systems, it's common sense. Think back to when you were hiding in Care Baron. Where do you go when you panic? You walk to a customs office at 100. You know, and and I'm not particularly good at Eve. I don't tank. I'm a balls deeper. I believe DPS is the one true god. Kill them before they kill you. But you won't believe how often in a roam we hear, "Where'd he go?" And the next thing you hear is Spoon going, "I've got him tackled." I don't know why. It's the role I took to very well. I'm very quick on the ball at seeing where they go and catching the fuckers. Because again, I always use drugs or speed drugs, prop mod, dual prop mods. So I'll have an afterburner and MWD on almost anything. Dual webs, scram. But like I said, most of it goes down to common sense. Where were you when you tried to hide? How many times did you right-click walk to 100 without thinking about it? And that's what most people are doing.
I just got the blaze skins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that now, but the old thumb and finger coordination's got pretty bad.
But like, I've just started getting into what's it called? Fast tackling, and trying to sort of get in on that. Because it looks really fun. Like, I like the Garma, I like the Claw. I'm just really bad at it because, like, earlier on, we tried to tackle Dominix, and I kept losing point on the Dominix because he was outrunning me, and I don't know what I was doing. I was like, I'm in a Garma. How is he outrunning? What? And I just realised I cannot tackle, and I am a really bad fast tackle, and I should stop doing it.
No, it's actually... I was doing that a lot. What's actually happening is you're slingshotting off of him. And the way to work it is you don't want to be hitting right-click orbit. The way I do it is I right-click and I hit an orbit, say 5,000, well, usually say 12,000 first, because I'll be using a disruptor first. And you get an initial orbit, and then just drop yourself lower beneath him. And eventually you'll be doing an orbit around him, but you'll be doing it 15 kilometers below him. That way you keep your transversal like manual piloting, just constantly double click to your left and inch across the screen. Make sure you stay in a circle underneath him. And as long as you do that, you'll stay within your 12 to 15k range for a disruptor, and you'll be well outside of his tracking with your transversal of 6,000 ms a second.
I am so bad at tackling. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah. You won't believe how bad I was. As with any thing on the world now, Google and YouTube is the voice of God, frankly. I'm not doing very well at this. What can I do better? Google, fast tackle, practice, and you'll find a million videos. Try this one, and you'll eventually, out of the 50 videos online, you'll find the way of tackling that suits your style of play best.
I would feel somewhat ashamed of myself if I had to Google how to not be bad at Eve, but I think I might have to.
Let's put it this way. I used to just do the same thing everyone else did when they first started PvP. Right, well, control click, he's locking, double click on him, I'm approaching him, scram, web, shoot my guns. The day that I started manual piloting, I tripled my life expectancy in a heartbeat, just by learning to double click here and there. And I don't die at all close to what I used to.
So, as a Lowsec Alliance, we get a lot of interesting and dynamic conversations happening in local, and some of these were just too good to not share. Let's give them a listen, shall we?
Alright then, let's see what we have in the inbox today. Oh boy, local has been exciting lately, so much salt, so much love. Without further delay, let's get this rusty truck of weaponized autism on the road. I haven't seen your fleet, except that shit one you lost to a mining op. Come at us, bro. If you're a panic cuck, and you know it, stay docked. If you're a panic cuck, and you know it, stay docked. If you're a panic cuck, and you know it, killboards really show it. If you're panic cuck, and you know it, stay docked. Hey, you guys remember that time where Panic thought BNIs would beat Max and Vindus? So Nico engaged you cucks, or you only talking cause he can't shove himself down your throats at this time. How's the circle cucking going? Your stupidity is the downfall of your alliance and you're too arrogantly blind to see it. Your shipless have forced us into this. We wished nothing more than to remain neutral. The death of this alliance is at hand. Save yourself, save your assets, save your integrity. Applicate today. How's that 100% Poco tax doing you all? We are here to save you from your wicked ways, your misguided leadership, and general fuckery. Join now, leave the trash heap that is panic and join up. Waxing guarantees citizenship. Or follow your mental incapable leadership and cower in the bleak lands. Lose your home, lose your assets, lose your alliance. Panic drama, best drama. Man, when your own aliens are mated, hate leave you to evoc. That's gotta hurt right in the manginous. Put it between your lips and pull like a good little girl.
No, someone rush me to the burn ward.
Nice null roam.
Clearly the BC are useless. The syphilis is real. Hashtag make the Drader great again. Boot on the neck, Nanda, boot on the neck, Nanda, boot on the neck, Nana, fetid's boots on yo neck.
2 hours later.
How's the boot on the neck going for you, Gase? All I see is ships evacing at the undock. This the big plan to fight us? GG. I can now see as well. Your intelligence is highly limited. That's all for now, folks. Tune in next time for more salt and pepper from the world of Lowsec. Oh, and before I forget, Panic is recruiting, like dreaded, except we aren't massive sellouts.
Oh, I just nearly fucked up. People don't play Eve Pest.
Place, and now you got to freak me out. Scream so loud, getting fucking laid. You want me to stay, but I got to make my way. Hey, y'all crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it. When I dream, I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Hey, y'all crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it. When I dream, I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Take it all, the paper is your game. You jump in bed with fame. Another one not paid in full. You're so fine, it won't be a loss. Cashing in the rocks, just to get you face to face. Y'all crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it. When I dream, I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Hey, y'all crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it. When I dream, I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Bitch, crazy bitch, crazy bitch. Hey, yo, crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it. When I dream, I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Hey, yo, crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it. When I dream, I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back. Come on, baby girl. You want it all. To be a star, you have to go down. Take it off. No need to talk. You're crazy, but I like the way you fuck me. Hey, y'all crazy bitch, but you fuck so good I'm on top of it. When I dream, I'm doing you all night. Scratches all down my back to keep me right on. Hey, y'all crazy bitch, but you fuck